All right, more tips on how to maximize certain exercises and not make the common mistakes, right?
We're going to stick with the elbow joint here, right? Because I feel like similar mechanics involved like when we taught the bicep curl and similar mistakes that I see people make when they do a movement like a skull crusher. So again, the body is always going to choose the easiest path of resistance, right?
It's easy to compensate to try and make it easier. And the body wants to do that. It wants to make it more efficient.
And exercising, especially when we're starting to target specific muscles, isn't that way. So you have to really concentrate on the mechanics of and what that muscle is responsible for. So in this case, we're working the tricep, the back of the arm, which is extension of the elbow.
So we're doing a lying tricep extension here, also known as a skull crusher. And Adam is going to show us, I guess, one of the most common mistakes that people make with this, right?
All right, yeah.
So our starting position would be at 90 degrees, right? So this would be ideal. At this point, this is where most of the tension is on the tricep. But what you see a lot of people do is they go to press up, they extend.
And they rock forward.
And they rock, and then when they come back.
Which we're losing tension the further forward we go.
We're getting a lot of movement in the shoulder, not as much in the elbow. So you can see here, remember the tricep is working this joint. Keep doing what you're doing, Adam, swinging back. And you can see it's not moving much. Most of the movement's coming from the shoulder. Now, if we lock the position of the elbows here and then come down, a lot more flexion and extension, a lot more in the tricep. You're going to get
otherwise you're doing activation. Like a pullover at that point.
Exactly. Now, there's also some variations that I like to incorporate with this particular exercise. One of them is I like to take the bottom part of the arm, I like to reach back and then lock it there. Now do your tricep extension. Now when he comes up at the top, at the very top of the movement, because he's at this angle, he's still having to resist gravity and keep those triceps.
And that intensifies the gravitational forces as well a little bit.
And the key, again, is to keep the elbow in a fixed position, right? So wherever you decide, if you're going to do the angle like Sal's talking about, like I have now, is notice the elbow positioning remains the whole time. The most common mistake I see is the movement of the shoulder and the elbow when they do that. So if we decide we're going to keep the elbows in this fixed position and I come down to 90 degrees, or if I'm going to come back like Sal was talking about where I have tension here and then drop down.
Now let's talk about the wrist too. Let's see if somebody commonly will bring it down and then go ahead and allow too much. The wrist
keep the wrist tight.
Keep it nice and tight.
Keep the wrist firm, tight and straight.
Right, so they're kind of rolling it up.
Yeah, you'll have wrist issues.
So wrist is in a locked fixed position. Those keep locked and straight as you drop down to that 90
A lot of people don't realize this, but the long head of the tricep also stabilizes the arm at the scapula. So when you are reaching back like I showed here, you're getting tricep activation just by holding the arm here behind you. Now, Adam, you had a variation where you like to do 3 phases to this exercise.
Yeah.
Why don't we show them and see, so they can see what it looks like here.
So we'll start all the way back.
So you start in the back with the arm pointing back, do some reps there. Then when you're ready, what do? You move to there you go.
So now we're kind of at your angle.
And then
the last one.
Move it even more. So it's kind of like a skull crusher version of 21s
21 skull crusher.
Except you're not different ranges of motion. You're just different positioning with the elbow. You almost kill me with the bar there.
That was close.
Excellent. Thank you, Adam. Look, we post a new video every single day, so subscribe to this channel. Also, if you go to mindpumpmedia.com, you can get 30 days of coaching for free.
Always blocking.